Hello, hi, it's me Bonnie. I'm here to do my fourth video and it's the get to know your needleworker tag. There are 10 questions, so I'll just jump right in. Question number 1 is, where do you live? I live in London and I live in West London exactly. Question number 2, what do you do for a living? I am a community payback case manager and I work for community payback within the probation service, and I basically manage a whole load of people who have been sentenced to do a set number of hours of unpaid work, and then I enforce if they don't do it. Community payback is previously known as community service, so you probably will know that rather than community payback. Question number 3, do you have any children? I do. I have 2. I have 2 daughters. One is 4 years old and the other is going to be 2 in July. And question number 4, do you have any pets? I do not. I used to. I've had rats before, I've had budgie, I've had cats, I've even had goldfish, but that's about it. But I haven't, ever since the girls were born, I've had no animals in this house at all. I would like to have a cat or a dog, but that's not going to happen. Hubby doesn't like cats. But cats are my favourite, I think. But dogs would probably be my first choice, as it gets me out of the house, I think. What are your other hobbies besides stitching? I have quite a few. I like to knit, and I like to crochet, and I like to do jigsaw puzzles, and I like to run. Yeah. Running has kind of not been happening lately. Last year I did 2 5Ks. I took up running last January as a means to lose weight, and that hasn't quite happened, as you can see, but it is going to happen because I'm going to take it up again. I did 2 5K runs for charity last summer. One was for cancer research and the other was for the British Heart Foundation, and I raised quite a good amount of money. The cancer research one was done with a friend, and between us we raised a load of money. We raised about £600, maybe more, I can't quite remember now, but it was a big amount. And then with British Heart Foundation I ran solo, and it rained the whole time, and I raised £100, and I was very proud of myself. It was good fun, and I do plan on doing it again, just not this year, because I totally, over the Christmas period and January, the beginning of this year, I totally let the running slide. So I'm back to square one, and I'm totally unfit, and I have to get back to walking, and then running, and then get myself back in. But the actual hardest part is to actually get going. For some reason I can't get going, which is ridiculous because I know that I love running, but I can't run. It's weird, but it will happen because I am determined to make it happen. And now that the spring is here and the summer is on its way, so the weather's getting warmer, so I plan to get out there, which might mean a little bit of a cutback on stitching time. Yeah, I really like to do jigsaw puzzles, and I'm a member of a couple of Facebook groups with the jigsaws. I don't get much time to do jigsaws at the moment, mainly because my daughters seem to want to get their hands in, and it's quite a pain in the arse that I've got to lug this puzzle porter around and try and wait for them to be asleep, and it's not enjoyable at the moment. So I'm waiting for them to get older and to not give much interest in what what I'm doing when it comes to jigsaws. Especially my youngest, all she wants to do is just pick up all the pieces, and I'm just going to put them in her mouth and make them wet and or lose them, and then I'm going to be really annoyed, and it's not enjoyable. So I've just decided to just let that one sit for a little while. But and that passion for jigsaws only happened 2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah. My husband bought it for me as part of my Mother's Day present from the girls, and it was a Doctor Who one, and it was the 50 years limited edition one with all 11 doctors on it. It was amazing, and it would have been even more amazing if there wasn't 3 pieces missing. I was totally annoyed. I was so angry. It was all that time spent trying to get all of them done, and it's not as if the background was easy either. It was the galaxy. I mean, lots of dots. I mean, it was hard, but I was proud of myself to get that done. And then the next puzzle was a 3D moving one, and I cursed that one all the way through it because you had to keep moving to try and see the holographic images to make sure you were getting the right piece to fit the other piece, and that was quite annoying. And then my current one is a Smith one with it's a vintage jug in like in the garden or something, and it is so hard. So that kind of put me off as well. After that, yeah, and aside from the jigsaws, I like to knit and I do crochet, and I've got 2 projects lined up, but at the moment they are going to take a back seat at the moment because I just want to enjoy doing my cross stitching, because that's what I've discovered only a few months ago, and I really want to see what I can finish and get going with that. So my knitting projects and my crochet projects will probably take a back seat until I don't know, the end of summer maybe. I'll keep that as my winter hobby maybe, along with my cross stitching. I'm sorry, I'm just moving myself around. Yeah. What else? Is there anything else I like to do? I like to watch TV. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, okay, so the next one is, what is your favourite movie? I don't have favourite movies. I have favourite genres. I don't actually have a favourite. I love anything really. What springs to mind is in the comedy genre, my favourite is probably The Hot Chick with Rob Schneider in it. And if you want a drama one, my favourite would be The Vow with Tatum Channing in it. And I love horror movies. Excuse me.